everybody, it's Traci from Downward Dog Rising. Tonight I'm going to give you a core back strengthening workout. So if you feel like you want to create length in your spine, strengthen your core, then join me. So just grab your mat and let's get started. Alright, so basically to strengthen your back, I want you to start off and just hold a table position. So I'm going to have you press your palms again into the mat, collarbones wide, breastbone lifts up, and then I'm going to have you just lift straight up. Your knees are in line with your hips, tighten your core, and then I'm going to have you lower down again. So you're going to lift up, tighten abdominal wall in, and then come straight back to your mat. 8, lift and down. 7, keep drawing your core into your spine. And 6, tailbone reaches long, ribs knit. 5, 4, 3, and 2. Last one. Hold. 10, 9, engage glutes, press hips to sky. 8, 7, 6, 5, and 4, 3, 2, and come in. All right, next, flip over, come to your hands and your knees, curl your toes under, and basically, we're gonna do our table facing the mat, all 4 position, quadruped in Pilates, head lengthens away from tailbone. Now I want you to just float your knees up a baby bit while you keep your spine reaching long. And just stay here and breathe. Tighten your core to your back. Abdominals keep scooping in, back is long. 4, 3, 2. Okay, bring your knees down. Now, I'm going to have you hold a regular plank, meaning lengthen head away from tailbone. Feel both sides of your obliques like a sling, pulling around sides of rib cage, connect in the center. Abdominals are working, those internal, external obliques. So you're going to walk your feet straight back. And then what I want you to do here, hold your plank, just think. Front rib cage greets the back rib cage, and you have maximal length from head to tailbone. And just hold it here. Abdominals scoop in. Hold for 5. Hold for 4. 3. 2 more. Now from here, bring knees to mat. Basically, I'm going to have you tap your opposite knee to your opposite side elbow while maintaining your plank. So you're going to have your legs stretch out. Your spine is long. Knee to elbow, come back. Knee to elbow, come back. Tailbone long. 8. Use your core. Here comes 7. Core is strong. Shoulders in line with hips. 6. And 5. Keep using your core. 4 more. 3. Those hip points draw together. 2 more. Last one. And then come all the way back into a low rest pose. I want you to drop your sits bones straight back behind you. Pull your sternum through between the 2 arms. Stretch spine long in opposition. Breathing in, breathing out. Even stretch from the armpits to your palms. Breathing in, breathing out. Get your spine to lengthen in opposition. One more deep inhale. All right. We're going to go into Bhujangasana, like the low cobra. And then I'll explain. So you're going to just lower down to your mat. And then basically, what I want you to do here, careful not to ride the shoulders up. So basically, your hip points are firm in the mat. Your elbows are going to go right directly under your shoulders. And then I want you to feel like you're wide across collarbones. Maybe you'll tilt ear slightly to one shoulder. Feeling side of neck lengthen. Center, head, neck. Maybe tilt opposite ear towards shoulder to lengthen side of neck. Sternocleidomastoid. Go side of neck, elongate. Keep breathing. Feel the abdominals doming into the anterior spine, lifting away from the mat into the back. Bring head, neck, back center. Okay, so now we're going to go into a little seal by extending the arms long. And I don't want you to overdo the low back into hyperextension. I want you to just gradually extend the arms out a little bit so you don't shorten the low back. Also, you shouldn't feel tension where your shoulders ride up. And just stay here. Keep the neck long. So now we're in our seal position. Breathing in. This will strengthen your back, create some space. Also feel a stretch through your core. Abdominals are even working. I want to strengthen your middle upper back. If you sit at a computer during the day, this will be great for you. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and gently come in. Awesome. All right. We're going to add on to your back muscles. And then basically I want to get into the back of your shoulder blades. Think of a W shape with your arms, and I want you to really deepen the connection in your core so that you can lift your abdominals here into the low back area. Make a W shape with the arms. Relax your forehead for a moment on your mat. Now, I want you to actively start to pull your abdominal wall up into the low back, like dome the abdominal wall into the lower area of your back. And then after you dome the abdominals up into the spine, then you're going to stretch head away from tailbone with your arms in a W. Chest is open, and now come back to your mat. Inhale, elongate your spine. Exhale, lift. Inhale, down. Exhale, lift. Make sure you feel your abdominals lifting to your spine. And inhale, and then you're going to exhale, lift. 7, scoop in, shoulders are away from ears. And 6. This is great if you have any disc herniations. This is great for osteoporosis. 4, 3, 2, and come in. Wiggle hips side to side. Okay, we're gonna add on, we're gonna do arm extension. Go to the bottom of each one of your shoulder blades, anchor them down deeper into your back, and then you're gonna anchor them down as you extend your arms out. So it's gonna look like this. Tops of feet remain on your mat. Inhale, stretch spine long. And then you're gonna exhale, stretch arms overhead, shoulders out of ears, bend, come back. Breathing in, exhale, use your core to protect your spine. Come back in. Inhale, exhale, arms reach. Inhale and exhale down. Chest is open and down. And down. 6 more. Inhale, exhale, scoop in and down. And 5. And down. And 4. Scoop in. And 3. Abdominals hug tight to low back. 2 more. Breathing in, exhale. Inhale, exhale down. Last one. And then gently come in. Wiggle hips from side to side. I have one more for you. Okay, here, right in between your 2 shoulder blades, that's your thoracic spine. I want to give you a tiny amount of extension with rotation. Think of collarbone widening away from breastbone, and then you rotate from right there, mid-back between your 2 blades. So now your hip bones still hug the mat. And what I want you to do, rotate, come back, same side. Inhale, open those ribs. Exhale, come back down. You're lifting, rotate, come back and down. Lift and reach, back and down. And 5, keep scooping core tight to spine. 4, you're scooping in. Inhale, exhale down. 3, get those ribs to expand. 2 more. Inhale, rotate and down. Last one, breathing in. Get those ribs to move and down. Blades anchored down your back. Switch sides now. So you're gonna go inhale, rotate, come back down. Tighten your core. Breathing in, look over that shoulder. Exhale down. Inhale, collarbone wide. Exhale down. You might notice one side's more difficult to rotate to. And 5, breathing in. Exhale down. And 4. Inhale, exhale down. And 3, tighten your core to your spine. And 2, scoop in. Last one, breathing in. Expand those ribs. Exhale, come back down. All right, this time take your hands under your shoulders. Push up to hands and knees. Cat-cow, you're on all 4s. Go ahead and let your tailbone drop, chin to chest. And then you're gonna stretch apart. Inhale, feel your spine lengthen. Exhale, scoop core tight. Inhale, head away from tailbone. Exhale, round that low back. Breathing in, stretch apart. Exhale, 3 more. Get that back to stretch. 2 more. And last one, breathing in. Exhale. All right. Okay, next exercise. Go ahead, sit on your mat, slide down, and now we're gonna do a bridge. So you wanna keep your entire spine long on the mat. Careful your heels aren't all the way into your glutes. Take a couple steps out for a moment. Feel how you have space between rib cage and your hip bones. Arms reach long by sides, collarbones open wide across chest and shoulders. Now tighten your abdominal wall. Really feel how your core draws inward. Just hold. And then come straight down to mat. So think of space here between rib cage, hip bones. Hip points draw close together at your transverses. Horizontal belt coming across. Lift straight up, hold. Press hips to side, come straight to mat. 8 more, just like that. You're gonna lift straight up and hold. Straight back to mat. 7. Exhale, chest wide open. Inhale down. 6. Tighten core, spine long. Inhale down. 5 more. Collarbones open wide. And down. 4. Feel abdominals just deepen into your back. And down. 3 more. Straight back to mat. 2 more. Last one. Straight to mat. Next exercise, we're going to add on to what you just did. So your spine is long, collarbones wide, arms reach long. Okay, you're going to lift one leg straight up into the air. You're going to lift pelvis, kick leg down, lift leg up. Kick down, lift up. 7, 6, press hips to sky. Hips level. 5, use your core. Pelvis is stabilized. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Fold your knee. Bring hips down simultaneously. We're going to do that again. Other leg. Keep the length in your spine. Collarbones wide. Engage core. Engage glutes. Hips to sky. Tailbone stays long. Leg lifts up. Kick down. Lift up for 8. Now keep hips stable. 7. Ribs knit together in front. 6. Press hips to sky. 5. 4. Press those hips to sky. 3. 2 more. Keep pelvis stable. Last one. Keep the length in your spine. Hips are stable. Fold knee in. Now bring hips straight to mat. Now you're going to just reach under the knees. Inhale to the space, middle back between your 2 shoulder blades. And then exhale, release. 2 more. Breathe in. Exhale, release. One more time, breathe in. And then exhale, release. I want your low back, your lumbar spine, to stay completely down against the mat so it doesn't arch and lift up like that. Keep the length in your low back for extra lumbar support. Take your hands under the back of your pelvis, and we want to keep neck long into mat. Okay, now your legs lift up without arching your back. Your hips are on the mat, your hands are under hips, pelvis, just to give extra stability. And I want you to control as you lower legs. Stop if your back lifts. Only lower legs to the point where your back is lengthened into the mat. No arch. Here's 8. I want to get into your core, into your back muscles. 7. Low abdominals. 6. Resist. I want you to do it correctly, so I'm having you keep hands under bottom of pelvis, sides of hips. 5. Tailbones heavy on your mat. 4. Head lengthens away from tailbone. 3. This is really good to get those deep abdominals. 2 more. Making sure abdominals do not push outward. They suck in. They pull all the way tight to your back. All right. Last one. Tailbone is firm on mat. Pendulum. Create length between ribcage, hip bone. Exhale. Use your obliques to wrap to the center. Wring out the wet towel around sides of waistline. Your hands can still be under sides of hips for extra support. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, you're doing a little pendulum swing. Inhale, side, legs reach long. Exhale, center. When you go to one side, it's the opposite side, obliques wrapping, getting you back to the middle. When you reach legs the other way, it's this side of your obliques. Pull and wrap. Bring legs to center. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Feel both sides of your ribs elongate. Exhale. 4 more. Breathing in. Exhale. 3. Breathe in. Exhale. 2. Breathe in. Exhale. Last set. Breathe in. Exhale. Control. Okay, so now I just set you up for a corkscrew We're not going to peel our spine up off mat. We're going to really involve the sides of our waistline. Wringing out the wet sponge, circle around in one direction, come back to the center. Now reverse, go back the way you came. Breathe in and then breathe out. The bigger the circle, the harder to stabilize. Keep tailbone heavy in your mat. If you need to do a small circle, it would be done like this. Tiny little circles like that. Use the sides of your waist. Keep pelvis stabilized into the mat. Inhale. Exhale, return. Feel those ribs expand. Legs are side by side. Exhale, return. Breathing in, space between ribs and hips. 4. Inhale. Exhale, return. And 3. Exhale, breathing in halfway, circle, exhale to complete the circle. 2, breathe in halfway, exhale, center, last set, breathe in, and then exhale to close out your circle. Good job. Okay, we're going to do a spinal articulation bridge right now for your back. We did stability, holding pelvis stable. Now we're going to do mobility. So, posteriorly tilt your pelvis. Tilt hip bones backwards towards navel, and then peel up a little bit more, a little bit more. Think of a snake slithering up the spine to the center of your back. Soften through your sternum, your breastbone melts into chest. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Scoop in, exhale, keep it even. Careful you don't wobble side to side. Try to keep it standard, straight through the center. Peel up, vertebra by vertebra. Inhale, collarbones wide. Soften. Exhale the breath out. Control. All the way to the tailbone. Let's do one more like that. Then we're going to stick it into our corkscrew. Posteriorly tilt your pelvis. Hip bones roll back to navel. Peel the pelvis up. Scoop in bone by bone. Roll up to the middle of your back. Breathe in. Exhale. Control. Work your way all the way down. All right, so how do you do that with your corkscrew? I'm going to show you right now. Take your hands under sides of hips again, and we're going to end up circling to one side, and then we're going to peel up, and I'm going to have you go straight down the middle. Exhale to the tailbone, and they're going to go around the other way. Inhale. Exhale. Now roll, scoop. All the way to the tailbone. Then we're going to go the other way. 2 more. Around. And then you're going to peel up, breathing in. Now roll. Exhale. And then to the other side. Around. Peeling up. Breathing in. Now roll. All the way to the tailbone. Okay, we have one more version. You're going to do a bridge. Hips level, straight across. Drop one hip lower than the other. Right hip is facing the camera. Drop right hip. That's the one closest to you. Now roll down through the right side of your spine. All the way, elongate. Center both hips so they're straight across. Bridge straight back into the air. Lower the hip furthest away. Left hip comes a little lower than the right one. Now roll down through the left side of your spine. Roll down. Ooh, this side's tighter. Breathe in. Roll. Try to hit each spot. All the way down. Wow, that side's harder to hit. It doesn't hit all of them. We're going to do one more on each side. Recenter, hips are straight all the way across. Go straight up. Lower the right hip down. Now breathe in. Work slowly. roll. Bone by bone. Control to the tailbone. All right. Reset. If you have one side that you're finding is more difficult, focus deep into that side and try to even it out. Hips are level, straight across, bridge straight up. Lower one hip, down the other hip, left hip. I'm going to go easy and slow on this side. It's harder for me to hit all these spinal articulations on this side. Right in there. All right. Hug knees to chest. Peel head, neck, shoulders up. Breathe into the area, mid-back, right in between your two shoulder blades. Inhale, exhale, release. One more time. Breathing in, exhale, release. We're going to put it all together in our corkscrew, where we're going to actually roll down through one half of our spine. Bring tailbone center of mat. Corkscrew around the other way. Roll up. And they're going to roll down the other half of our spine. So you're going to take legs up into the air. You're going to actually take your hands. I'm going to give you extra support. Hands under sides of pelvis again. Tailbone's heavy on your mat. I want you to circle the legs. Keep them side by side. Now we're going to roll up. Now I want you to roll through one half of the spine. Elongate. Keep neck straight. All the way to the tailbone. Now once your tailbone is on, you reconnect. And then we're going to circle. Your tailbone's down. We're going to go back the way we came. We're going to go around to the right. Circle all the way now to the left. And you're going to roll up. Keep neck straight. Now I want you to roll through the other side, left side spine. Tailbone center. We're going to go back left, come up right, just one more each way. Down left, all the way over to the right. Peel up. Inhale, roll through right half of spine. Reconnect that tailbone. Swing the legs all the way around. Back up, peel up. Now we're going to roll through left side of spine. And then recenter and just draw knees to chest. Good job. You did it. Now that's having control of your core and having control of your spine. Spinal mobility, even stability in between. All right. Now you're going to take legs straight. Turn onto your side. Your arms are going to reach long. And what I want you to do here, I'm going to have you extend the legs straight. I want a straight line, your shoulders, your hips, your knees, and your ankles. Everything follows the same plane of alignment. And then basically you're going to elongate the bottom thigh, inner thigh stretches long, shoulder out of ear. You lift legs straight up into the air. Create some space and low lumbar spine. Exhale, lift up. Inhale down, shoulders out of ears. 8, 7, stretch legs long, hold. 6, and 5, 4, 3 more, 2 more, last one. Excellent. Okay, we're going to repeat on the other side. You're going to stretch arms long. Make sure you're in a straight line. Your shoulders, your hips, your knees, your ankles. You don't want to hurt low back. Tighten your core to your back. Collarbones wide. Press palm into the mat. Now legs go straight up and hold. Gently come back in. Shoulders out of ears. Space between ribs and hips. 8. Stretch both legs long together. 7. This will help your low back. And 6. Create some length in those low back vertebrae. And 5. Reach legs long. 4, stretch and elongate. Careful not to break at the waist. 1 long line. 3, 2 more. Deep exhalation. And last one, exhale, hold, and then gently release. Awesome. So now we're just going to press up. Okay, now I'm going to take you into a little side plank. So from your side plank, you're going to have your legs reach, stack them. I'm just going to hold it here. Breathing in, breathing out. 10. Breathe in, breathe out. 9. Those bottom obliques wrap you. And 8. We just want to get comfortable with holding our plank nice and firm. 7. And 6. And 5. 4. Keep using your core. And 3. And 2. Gently come on in. Okay, we're going to do that other side. Shoulder, elbow, wrist in alignment. You're going to take those legs straight out. Chest is open. Stack ankles side by side. Tighten your core. Chest is open. And hold and breathe. Those bottom ribs keep lifting up. Hold here. Breathe. Neck is long. Just hold steady. And breathe. Breathe. And 5. You have this. And 4. Keep lifting bottom ribs up. And 3. And 2. And you did it. Come on down. Good job. All right. So we're going to do a set of push-ups before we end this. So for your push-ups, you can have your knees be bent, or you can do a full one. It's up to you, really. Do what you feel is right for your body in this moment of time. And then I'm going to have you go wide. I'm going to cross my ankles, actually, to protect my knees a little more. Hands go wide. Chest is open. Press up. 10. And 9. 8. 7. And 6. 5. 4. 3. This is a wide push-up. 2 more. And last one. Okay, walk it in. Come in a little bit more, all right? Head away from tailbone. Shoulder blades down your back. Let's do another set. Breathing in. Exhale, push up. Inhale. Exhale, push up. And 8. 7. And 6. Tighten core to spine. And 5. Chest is open. Shoulders ahead of ears. 4 more. 3 more. Use your core. 2 more. And last one. Slowly push up. Now we're going to sit on our mat. And I'm going to have you take both legs out straight. We're actually going to cross top leg over bottom as if we're doing half a shoelace. And then Gomukhasana, cow face. What I want you to do, we're actually going to take our right elbow, reach the hand in between our shoulder blades, palm down on the back. Then we're going to take this left arm behind our low back. So your palm is going to be facing away from you. And then the fingers, palm faces away, fingers start facing up to where the other fingers are coming down. And I'm just going to have you stay here. Flex your bottom foot. So we're just doing a shoulder release. Breathing in, elbow to sky. Want to get those shoulders to stretch. Also going to get into your heart and lung meridians. Keep lengthening head away from tailbone. One more deep inhale here, deep exhale. All right, undo the arms. Shake out your knees for a moment. We're going to cross the opposite knee over. So we want to do our half a shoelace, Ardha Gomukhasana. Then we're going to do the arms as well. So now we're going to take elbow to sky. You're going to take your palm facing it in towards your back. Reach elbow to sky. Now take your other hand, palm away. Fingertips are going to be reaching up the back. Maybe you'll notice one side's a little easier than the other, and that's natural, so don't be alarmed. Flex that bottom foot, flex each foot. Protect the hips, knee integrity, and just sit tall and breathe. I'm tighter on this side, I can tell. Breathing in and breathing out. Try to get those ribs to expand outward when you inhale into them. Two more deep inhales, keep spine reaching long. And one more time, deep inhale. And gently exhale, release. Good job. We're gonna undo the arms. Shake out your knees. And then I'm gonna take you into a little straddle to get inner thighs, groin to stretch, as well as your low back. So we worked your back today, we worked your core. Just gonna take one leg out to the side, gently take the other leg out to the side. Want your heels to push grounding firmly down into your mat. And then I'm gonna have you just do a little sway from side to side to further stretch each side of your low back. Side to side, just go nice, easy, and slow. Without forcing anything, your kneecaps face upward to the sky. Then we're gonna return to the center. Equal weight through each half of your pelvis. We're gonna slowly start to stretch forward over the legs. I want you to reach the energy through balls of feet. Make the legs actively work. Press legs apart, backs of thighs are on your mat, knees to sky. Maybe you have your forearms bent. Taking some of the weight out of your hips and pelvis. Just breathe into it, gently release. Feel those inner thighs. Feel your low back. Even getting into those hamstrings. If you want to go a little deeper, you can. Keep spine reaching long. Sink into those sits bones. One more deep inhale here, and slowly walk it up. Good job. All right. Take legs together, knees together, little tiny windshield wipers side to side. And then I just want you to do one more thing, a little Ustrasana. You're gonna do a little camel pose. All right. So now I'm gonna have you come to your knees. I think I might fold this couple times for a little extra support under the knees. And then once I do that, kneel. So I'm gonna have you tailbone long, tighten your abdominal wall to your spine. Maybe you have one hand on hip. Maybe you just hip hinge back a little bit with some support. Fingertips down, support hips, tailbone long, engage gluteals. If you can go deeper, hip hinge back, keep pressing hip bones forward, reach back to your heels. Your glutes are engaged, chest is open, and you're breathing in, breathing out. Tailbone long, abdominals keep skipping tight to your back. Shoulders out of ears. Keep the back of the neck long to support your cervical spine. We don't want to hang the neck. Keep it supported. Press hip bones forward. Feel the front of the psoas. Hip flexor stretch. Down into the front of your thighs, your quads. You could even have fingers forward, whatever feels good. Open shoulders, chest, tailbone long. Breathing in, breathing out. Open your heart. This will actually energize your spine. Let's take one more deep inhale here. Maybe you'll take one hand to hip, press hips forward, tighten core, bring other hand up. Awesome. And then one more time, let's go back into a little balasana rest pose. Just sit back, hips over heels. This time, if you bring your forehead to the mat, relax your hands by your sides. Maybe have palms up, relax shoulders down, back, away from your ears. So you're dropping your shoulders out of your ears. And just relax the arms by your sides. Feel a stretch across upper mid-back. Keep lengthening your sits bones behind you. And keep stretching your sternum, your breastbone forward for that oppositional lengthening energy. Now this type of pose relaxes your spine. Feel the back of the spine relax now. So this will bring your energy level down again. Soften the facial muscles, soften the jaw, soften your mouth. And just feel at ease, sinking, grounding deeper into the earth. Let's take one more deep inhale here. And gently, you're going to walk your hands under shoulders. Gently press up to hands and knees. And we're going to walk our feet through and come right back into Sukhasana, a little easy pose. So you're just going to cross your ankles. Just relax head, neck, shoulders. You're going to tilt your chin straight down. And then you're going to roll to one shoulder. Side of neck lengthens. Tilt your chin down. Now roll. Nice, easy, slow motion. To other shoulder. Chin down. And roll. Side of neck lengthens. Chin down. And roll. One more each way. Side of neck lengthens. Chin down and roll. Last one. Side of neck lengthens, chin down and roll. Come right back up center. Okay, to create length in cervical spine, neck, start in your original position. I'm sitting here. I'm not sticking out my chin. I'm just sitting, shoulders down back. All I do is I pull my chin slightly backwards towards front of neck to open the space between the vertebra and the neck. So it won't look like when a bird is walking on the ground, you're outside and you see a bird, and every time the bird takes a step, the bird's chin goes out in when it's walking. Certain birds, I don't know, do all birds do that? Certain birds do at least, right? So then, that made me laugh thinking about it. Chin pulls to front of neck. Just relax your arms on your knees, hands on thighs, hands on knees, and then you release. Just draw the chin in. It's not a very big motion. And then the side opposite of your nose, at the other side, at the base of the skull, you're going to feel a little bit of open space in there, the occiput. Release. Let's do 3 more like that. Press top of head to sky, pull the chin slowly, tiny bit in. And then release. One more time. Chin pulls tiny bit in. and then gently release. So hopefully your spine feels better after today's workout and your core feels stronger. Let's take a deep inhale in. Bring palms together at your heart center, feeling blessed, feeling grateful for this time out tonight. So I appreciate everyone. If you like my channel, please hit like or subscribe so you can help me grow the channel. And I'm gonna keep trying. So peace, everybody. You have a good rest of your morning, afternoon, or day, evening, whatever time this finds you. All right, you take care, and I'll see you again soon. Bye. Peace. Bye.